The chapter of Sudan. When courage was spoken into frightened hearts, they went to Sudan to interrupt fear. They arrived knowing a truth the world often forgets. Oppression does not survive only through strength. It survives because people are made to believe they are alone. The 8 siblings did not accept that lie. They went to stand among the people, not above them, to be seen not as saviors but as reminders. Reminders that fear is learned and courage can be relearned. They listened first. They sat with elders whose hope had grown tired. They spoke with mothers who had learned to whisper. They looked into the eyes of young men who had been told their lives were worth little, and gently, firmly, they spoke. What they told the people, they did not shout slogans. They did not promise safety they could not guarantee. They spoke the truth, calmly, clearly. Open quote, "You are not forgotten." Oppression feeds on silence, not on truth. Courage does not mean violence, it means standing together and refusing to disappear. Close quote, they reminded them of something powerful. That dignity cannot be granted by oppressors, and it cannot be taken unless it is surrendered, standing without violence. The siblings stood visibly among the people. They helped organize communities so no one stood alone. They encouraged neighbors to watch over one another. They helped people document injustice truthfully, without exaggeration, without fear. They taught that protecting one another is an act of worship, that refusing to lie is resistance, that refusing to be silent is strength. The sisters worked closely with women, restoring confidence, routine, and voice. The brothers stood reminding them that restraint is not weakness, and courage does not require blood. They did not provoke. They did not threaten. They stood. And sometimes that is enough to slow cruelty, because injustice hesitates when it is seen. What changed? Something shifted. People began to gather again, openly. They spoke louder, not in anger, but in unity. They began to protect one another, not with fists, but with presence. Fear did not vanish, but it loosened its grip, and where fear loosens, oppression weakens. Sudan taught them that courage is contagious, that truth, spoken gently, can travel far, that standing still can be an act of defiance. They left knowing they had not ended oppression, but they had broken its illusion of permanence. And before they departed, they made dua, not for victory, but for steadfastness. Because sometimes the greatest help you can give a people is to remind them that they are stronger than they were told. They reminded them where strength truly comes from. When hearts are afraid, remind them of Allah, and fear loses its power.